Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Mod Squad Horror Show. I'm your host, Harley, as always, joined by the fabulous Felix.
What's going on, Harley?
It's going. It's been a while since we've done one of these shows. Okay, guys, let's start our show off with our sponsor. Go check out Skullectomy by Jolt 7 Studio. Scan that QR code and get yourself one of these awesome skulls.
Do it. Damn, that looks nice.
And they are super heavy, also, which you already know that from the Elvira one we took to Mad Monster with us. Okay, and remember, guys, we have shirts. Get yourself one of our awesome shirts. Message Kevin or Felix, and one of them will get you a shirt. And check out the horror pack. Use the code SQUAD and get yourself $5 off the subscription. Also, guys, go check out Conversations with the Mod Squad. Felix, you want to tell them or you want me to tell them who it is this week?
I got it. We interviewed Jesus from Dysfunctional. He was a really cool guy. It was a good time.
Okay, let's go to our first trailer. Here we go. Okay, guys, our first trailer is Final Destination.
My old man just died. I
I
come in as a
remember getting
favor,
that
and now
and
they
it
want me
hurt.
to lock up. Hey, 5-star review, yeah?
I like this that
Like
it's
and
not
subscribe
it's a
and all those
trailer, but
things.
it's a scene of the movie. That's
Oh my gosh.
what you already know what's gonna happen, huh?
I could tell. If you've watched any of the past Final Destinations, you know what's about to happen.
So this one is called Bloodline because I've heard two different things. One, that it's gonna connect all the movies, and another thing I've heard is that I guess they escaped murder like in the 60s or 50s. And ever since then, there's been a bloodline of the different families, and then that comes back to try to correct it and show them that it's like a couple.
Ah, not what I thought.
It
Oh,
has
you got
some
me.
industrial fans too. I was gonna say, hey, look, has some like ghetto music. Even if there's no boss,
That is not at all what I thought was going to happen.
uh, yeah, I've always liked the Final Destination movies, man. And then Tony Todd's last movie too.
Well, growing up in like when they first came out, anyone in our generation cannot ride behind a truck full of anything chained up.
Yeah, Kevin says he always changed lanes too, but
Yeah.
that doesn't really get me too much.
Okay, let's go to time for some horror news. So this week we got a lot of Scream stuff for you guys. Okay, first one from Deadline. Ethan Embry joins cast of Scream 7. Also, from Deadline, Mark Consuelos joins cast of Scream 7 also. And we got actor Scotty Foley joining the cast. We got Matthew Lillard joining.
Yeah, I could see why you got all dreamy eyed and missed that up there. But yeah,
I did that on purpose because I saved the best for last. Matthew Lillard.
yeah, Ethan Embry, he played Carter on the Walking Dead. He's the guy that Rick holds the gun up to him, and he goes, "You're gonna take this place away from me, Michonne. Glenn, and he goes, and in the comic he says, "Fuck. Do you know who the fuck you're talking to?" Yeah, that happens on the show too, and he plays him a dick. But yeah, Mark
Isn't
Consuelo
he
as well. Go ahead.
isn't he the one who was beating his wife?
No,
Like,
that's
he was
Fort
supposed to be
Stick.
the doctor?
That's
Okay.
Pete. But yeah, Mark Consuelo also his career began as Mateo in All My Children. That's actually where he met his wife Kelly Ripa, and they have that show together now on ABC, I believe. But yeah, I hear his character is gonna play Gail's rival, I guess. So he's gonna try to take basically ruin her career for some reason, just because of his age. And we're gonna talk about this later. I have another theory on him. Speaking of Scott Foley, Roman coming back, he got shot in the head. So I don't see how that's going to happen. And we'll get into that right now as well. But the last one, Matthew Lillard back. We were talking in prep, and we have a theory about all of these guys. I think it's going to be the opening kill, but it's going to show when they killed Marine Prescott back in the day, and I believe that's why Roman's there, because Roman's the guy that basically talked Billy and Stu to do it. But I think there's going to be a fourth person. I think that's where Mark Consuelo's character comes in. He's going to be like the fourth person that no one ever knew about, being in the background, kind of operating at everything that we thought Roman was doing. So I think that's how it mixes up and it continues the original storyline.
But
Also,
on that same
I'm hearing there's going to be a mental hospital prominent in the movie, and that leads to Matthew Lillard. Go ahead.
that's like we discussed earlier too, that in the clip that you see on Instagram, he's writing with his hand all kind of not normal. My mom and dad are going to be so mad at me. So my theory is he's coming back, but he when the TV hit him in the head, it made him not know who he was or
I don't think
anything like that.
sure. I don't think they'll go there. I just think it messed with him, so he's not 100%. It probably did something with his spine. He might not be able to walk or he could barely spell. I think something happened. At first, I thought it was going to be an AI thing. And I still think the movie's going to be evolved around AI. I was thinking that was going to be it, but now that he wrote, I think my mom and dad, and the way he did it, I'm thinking, and I've always been against it, but I think he is going to be the only one alive out of everyone, and him and Mark Consuelo's character are
Going to
in
be
the
the
mix
killers.
somehow.
Like he's going to be in that mental hospital and that he's going to be having flashbacks
That might
and
be it
cut
too. And
scenes like Matthew Lillard's. Like it's like I said before, the theory that Scream fans have is he started it, he was in the beginning, and they're going to end it with him being behind, like pulling the strings of
well,
all places.
apparently, Nev Campbell has a multi-film contract, so there's going to be at least another movie, if not two more.
Yeah, but they may be doing this to bring in a whole new, like younger cast members to
Well, of course,
with
it's
Nev
gonna carry
Campbell.
on with her kids, obviously, because they aged her kids. I don't think she'll ever let anything happen to her character, but it's gonna be basically a retread of the original storyline where in the first one, the sins of her mother has her um is affecting her life. And I think that's what's going to happen with her daughter. The sins of her mother is going to come back for her. And I think that's how it's going to continue on to the next movies, where she's not going to have a big part of it, but she'll be there because she's still her mother. And then Scott Foley's character, he got shot in the head, like I said earlier. And at first, when they said he was coming back before Matthew Lillard, I'm thinking maybe twin brother, but again, that's too soap opery. I don't think they would go that far, like the whole amnesia thing, but you never know.
We shall see. Guys, put in the comments below which character are you excited that's coming back? Myself, personally, I'm excited for Matthew Lillard.
The release date, February 27th, 2026.
I will be going to theater and seeing it.
Same.
Okay. From Bloody Disgusting, David Arquette returns to the slasher genre in Kill or Be Killed.
Yeah, putting this together, I did a little bit of research, and there was a show with the same title, and then there was a movie in the 70s with the same title. Then it was remade again. So I don't know if this has anything to do with that, but yeah, this movie. So again, I don't know if that it has anything to do with all that, but here's a brief synopsis. School's out, and Danny, a recent grad, and her friends are ready for one last summer blowout. When a senior's mutilated body is discovered on the high school football field, killed in a disturbing theatrical fashion, it's clear that someone is playing by a new set of rules. It comes out at the end of this month, February 25th, 2025. It seems like David Arquette is either going to be Danny's dad or a deputy, but we'll see what's up. Seeing David Arquette back in a horror movie is pretty cool. I still don't like that they killed off his character in Scream, but que
It
sera,
is
sera.
what it is. Okay. From Bloody Disgusting, 1990s favorite, The Faculty getting a remake at Miramax.
Yeah, check it out. When you first heard about the movie, teachers, aliens, mind control, whatever it was about, it could have been goofy, but it actually turned out to be a decent movie. There's a bunch of stars in it, or future stars. And Robert Rodriguez, who directed the original, is going to be returning to produce this one. And the writer of Companion is set to do the screenplay. Also, a producer of Barbarian, which that movie, if you haven't seen it, you're a horror fan, you need to see that movie. He's also on it too. No word yet, like what they're gonna do, if they're gonna bring back, the kids as parents, if they're just gonna do a complete reboot, how they're gonna go. But yeah, can't wait till we hear more on that one.
Okay, from Bloody Disgusting, Jake Gyllenhaal to star in new film from M. Night Shyamalan and Nicholas Sparks.
Yeah, this one, when I was reading the article, it's really weird. I guess so. Nicholas Spark wrote the Notebook and A Walk to Remember, basically Harley type of movies. But this movie is going to be a supernatural romance thriller. So M Light is going to write a screenplay, and he's going to write a screenplay, and and they're both mediums. His is going to be romance part. M Night's is going to be what M Night does, and I don't know how they're going to mix it, and I don't know if that's the twist, how they're going to proceed with that. But reading this article, it seemed really interesting, and it seems like it's going to be a different concept. So
It's still going to be a Harley type movie.
horror and romance, yeah, I guess you could say it will be.
Okay. This one I'm kind of excited for. From Deadline, Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot starring Sarah Michelle Gellar nears Hulu plot ordered with Chloe Zoha. Not sure how you pronounce her last name.
Yeah, the
Directing.
yeah the pilot was ordered by Hulu. She's gonna come back as Buffy Summers, and this is another one where they just started the writers' room, so we don't know where they're at on it. But I remember the original movie Buffy. I was a little bit older when the TV show came out. Never got into the TV show. I don't even think I seen one episode of the TV show. But Sarah Michelle Gellar started her career on All My Children as Kendall Hart, who turned out to be Susan Lucci's daughter.
Well, I watched the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I watched every season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer series, and then I watched Angel when it came out, the spinoff of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because, well, I'm a huge vampire fanatic, so that really piqued my interest. So this I'm excited for because of the fact that Sarah Michelle Gellar is coming back, and it makes me wonder what role she's going to be because she can't be in high school anymore, because unless
I
they
wonder if she's
digitally
going to be
AI her to be
training.
younger.
She's going to maybe be training the next,
It makes me
like,
wonder if she's going
Slayer.
to take the place of the librarian who was training her, and she'll be the librarian now.
Okay. I just remember Donald Sutherland was the one that was training her in the movie. Again, I never saw the show, so
Okay, let's go to the viewing room again for our second trailer. Okay, this is Until Dawn. Christmas
Another trailer I
excited
haven't
for
seen
this
yet.
one.
Yeah, my kids are too.
I'm looking for my sister. Does she look familiar to you?
She's gone
I
missing.
love the fact that they're
I didn't
taking
say
more
that.
video
Do a lot of
games
people go
and
missing around
making
here?
them into movies, especially this one because it is a
Up the
horror
road,
video game.
that's why people get into trouble.
Those were the first people here in years.
Looks like it too.
Weird. That's my sister's
This is
signature.
supposed to be
shit.
in the world of
Guys,
the
check it
games,
out.
right?
What happened to these people?
Where's my car?
Where's Megan?
Oh shit!
What the fuck just happened? We all got fucking murdered. And now we're here again.
So the night is just gonna repeat itself.
I don't remember that happening last time.
I wonder if
Holy shit.
Yeah, Friday
Every night,
Diamond-
something new is trying to kill us.
What is that?
How many more deaths do you have in you?
Nobody's made it past 13 nights.
If we want to survive, we have to make it until dawn. What is that?
Let's get it now.
I'm just gonna grab it. Don't move.
Yeah. Oh, what? Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
It's still in my face!
That's what's up. That does look
The
decent.
video game's awesome itself, so I'm excited for that. Okay, let's move on to our horror rewind. This is all you, Felix.
My Bloody Valentine is a 1981 Canadian slasher film. The plot tells about a group of young adults who decide to throw a Valentine's Day party only to incur a vengeful wrath of a maniac in mining gear who begins a killing spree. I remember this original movie. It was okay. I did like the remake with from Supernatural, Jenkins, something like that. Started his career on Days of Our Lives as Eric Brady. Do you remember
I
these?
liked
Did
it.
you like the remake or the original better?
I like the original better, but original movies are usually always better. Okay, guys, on February 7th, we have I'm Still Here. We have Love Hurts. We have Heart Eyes. We have Pathony. We have Bring Them Down. We have Armand and When I'm Ready. Hey, Felix, what are you looking forward to this week?
Hard Eyes, definitely. I like the mask in that. For some reason, I really like the mask in that. It just, I think this concept is cool. Literally having hard eyes. But yeah, that one probably I'll check out.
I like the scene on the trailer that we shared where the thing goes through the girl's mouth and kills the guy at the same time. That movie is going to be awesome. Okay, time for some horror movie trivia. Felix, you want to ask your question first?
Yeah, I'm gonna go a little easier on you, Harley. Should be a cakewalk. Who is the killer in the original Friday the 13th?
Like the actor's name?
Character.
Uh, oh my god. I'm not sure. I know it, but I got his signature.
Friday the 13th. Jason mom.
Oh, Jason Voorhees. Okay.
No,
Well,
it was Pamela Voorhees, his mother, is the murderer. And it's also the very first question they ask in Scream, which I thought you would get. That was super easy, Harley.
Yeah, I know. Okay, my time for you. Which two horror movie franchise were first video game series?
One more time.
Which two horror movie franchise started as a video game series? I did this on
And these are
purpose.
horror movies?
Yeah, they're horror movies.
Oh, Resident Evil?
Mm-hmm.
And then the one where there's a bunch of fog. Silent Hill?
Exactly. You got them.
That's what's up.
Okay, guys. Well, that does it for this episode of the Mod Squad Horror Show. Go check out all the other shows in our network. You got Back to the Retro Review, The Daily Dank, The Asylum with Harley. We Love Wrestling. You are watching the horror show. Go check out the movie show, The Gamer Show, Conversations with the Mod Squad, and we go live every Saturday night with a giveaway for Felix, myself, and the entire Mod Squad. See you in your nightmares.
See ya.